We went on our honeymoon in St. Lucia, and I had never even heard of St. Lucia before I booked the trip. It just sounded real fancy. I was like, ooh, St. Lucia, book it. Like, I thought it was gonna be these luxurious white sandy beaches and like beautiful clear water. And we landed, it was actually kind of a little third worldy. Felt more like a missions trip. Thought we were gonna build a well before we left. And people ask me like, who's your husband? Who is this guy? Tell us about him, right? Well, it's actually kind of funny because I used to do a joke on my first DVD where I talked about Christian rap music and Christian rappers. How like it's so cheesy, like what you gonna do, bust a cap in the devil? Like what? Right, like what's your name, Ludachrist? Coming to the stage, Jay-Jesus. So of course, the person who I'd end up marrying is a Christian rapper. Joke's on me. Oh, you're funny, Jesus. When we first started dating, I was kind of embarrassed to tell my friends and my family, because like, I knew I had the joke. I knew they knew I had the joke. So I was just trying to avoid it. Like my cousin Joe, he's like, who is this guy? What does he do? I was like, oh, he's in a band. Cool, what does he play? Play. I don't really know if he's athletic or not. No, instrument. Oh, you said play, that can mean like 20 things. People say my husband looks like Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, I'll take it. White people will say he looks like Lenny Kravitz. Black people say he looks like Maxwell. So. Any black guy with an afro, he looked like him probably. But funny thing is, he's not even black, he's Puerto Rican. Oh.
My husband is very smart and very quiet and an introvert and does very well and then married me. And we've been exactly the opposite, but it has worked. He's a big man. He's 6'4". He can kick a door in, and I like that. He works like a dog. And he loves a baby. Let me tell y'all that he is a baby cuddler at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. He cuddles the drug-dependent babies every week of the world as a volunteer. I know, sweet. He didn't help me with mine. But, because he was out making a living and paying for all this. We've got 2 still in college, and I wanted a 4th baby so bad. When my baby child went to kindergarten, I nearly grieved myself to death. I thought, Lord, what am I going to do with all this time on my hands? I hope I don't get hooked on whiskey and start honky-tonking. And about 3 weeks into her going to kindergarten, I was like, woohoo! Woohoo! Now I can go get a pap smear without somebody sitting on my head. But my husband, when I dropped her off, he said, meet me at the IHOP. Because he knows that pancakes get me through a hard time. And I was crying, and I said, I want another baby. And he said, why don't you get a job? I said, I want a 4th baby. And he said, y'all are sucking the financial life out of me. So he bought me a dachshund. I had that dachshund for years. She's gone now. But let me tell you, she and I both got thyroid issues. She had cushions. I was walking her in our neighborhood one day, and a little girl came out in her driveway, and she said, can I pet your groundhog? Oh, y'all. So about my husband. All right, so my husband is a big man and is 6'4". I'm 5'8". We breed big kids. And we wanted them to be in sports and when they were growing up, and so we made them do all kinds of mess they didn't want to do. And we put our boy, when he was little bitty, we put him in T-ball. He hated it. I don't know if any of y'all have had a baby play T-ball, but for those of you who don't know, T-ball season, it's about 110 degrees outside. It's little children that are 4 look like they've got a diaper on under their baseball pants or a pull-up. The games last about 3 hours. Nobody ever hits the ball, throws the ball, catches the ball, makes contact with the ball. My baby laid in a fetal position in the outfield the entire season. He never touched a ball. Every once in a while, he'd pop his little head up and say, "Water." One game, it was so hot, and I told the middle one to go out and take her brother a water bottle. She was about 2.5. And she went walking out there with a tutu and a crown and a wand and her pink prostitute shoes from Walmart. She walked about halfway, stopped, got a glazed look over her eyes, pulled her little panties to the side, and pooped in the T-ball field. She really did. So I had to run out there and get a stick and flick it into the woods because I didn't want another child to step in it or think it was a milk dud.
Don't be mad. Don't you want to get married? No. No, nobody gets married for the first time at 70. No. Not unless there's a verified pension and a diagnosis. You don't get married. You just don't do it. And I said, honey, you get married when you're young. And you have your whole life ahead of you. And you have all these dreams and aspirations, and you have somebody to share all that with, and then you grow old together, and you blame them for the shit you didn't get to do, and that's growing old. That's marriage. I said, at 70, I am not bringing much to the table. Maybe the smell of CBD oil and Altoids. That's pretty much it. They try so hard, though. They do try hard. My birthday last year, they got me a gift card for a tattoo. I'm coming to you. Now, you have beautiful tattoos on your arms and your wherever I can see. And that's your generation. I understand that. Did you design those?
I came up with the design.
You came up with a design, you found something that could match your concept.
Yeah.
This gift card's for $100.
This one was like 60.
So they're cheap bitches on top of that. They're driving me crazy. I haven't had it. They want me to give it back to them. I'm going to give it to the guy living down at the end of my block. Honest to God, I'm not going to give back to him. What are you going to have done? What are you going to have done? Well, I don't know what I'm going to have done. Maybe I'll have my upper lip put back on my fucking face. Because I don't know where the hell that went, but it's gone. It came off with the mask. And then I became an Amish man. I've never had so much facial hair in my whole life. That is not easy to pluck either. You can pluck it all you want, but honest to God, it hurts, doesn't it? Hurts like a sedative. You get older, it just doesn't, and it's long. It made me question my pronouns. I'm in the bathroom tugging on that. The pliers are not cutting it. I have needle nose pliers. I got you. I stopped tugging. Because I realized every time I tugged really hard, my left breast would go up 2.5 inches. So I just started tying them off. So anyway, they want me to have, I don't want symbols. This skin's not coming back, honey. I've lost a lot of weight, and there's not a spank in the world that's going to hold this shit up. Do you understand me? So I'm just, and I don't want pictures, and I I told my niece, just to make her crazy, my youngest, I'd get help me with this, tramp stamp. That's it. See, that's the perfect place for an older person to put their tattoos. Back here, you put your Social Security numbers back there. You put your blood type. In case of emergency, phone number. You can put your allergies down your butt cheeks. Because there's a good chance when I wander away from the home, I'm gonna be naked. My sweet Irish niece calls me up. She goes, I know what you should have done. You have to have the Irish prayer tattooed on your body. I said, no words. There's no words going on this body. Are you kidding me? Someday somebody's gonna be putting me on a bedpan, and I don't want that conversation to start with, hey, what's your tattoo say? It says faster. Honest to God. I get away with a lot of stuff. I do, and I'm looking at my friends up here with the silver hair. You have beautiful hair. Did you guys you went gray fairly early in your life or no? See, I started going gray when I was 18. Oh yeah, seriously gray. My mom and dad were both salt and pepper by the time they're 25, and they're almost white by the time they're 30. So it was hereditary. And back in the 60s, gas was 23 cents, but you dye your hair at the hairdresser, it was 25. That was a lot of money. And then it was $35, then it was $45, then it was $55, then you're doing blowjobs for rich jobs. And I got bad knees, so it wasn't paying off. So, and finally, when I first doing stand-up, everybody goes, you gotta dye your hair, you're in the show business. I don't care, I get away with so much more. We get away with shit. We do. I have guys running across the parking lot to open the door for me. And if they're not running, I'm going, hey! It's amazing what, and I forget I'm gray. Okay, this happened at the grocery store. I hate the grocery store, by the way. I used to love it. I don't like it anymore. What we got through, the one thing you don't see at the grocery store anymore since COVID is you don't see that little cart that looks like a little car. That you put the little ADD people in. And then you just drag them by shit they can't have. Until they work themselves into such a frenzy. Prior to COVID, if I was in the aisle with those kids and they're having a meltdown, I was the next target. Always. Oh. You're a fatty. Whoa, slow your roll, Tiger. Come on now, that's not nice. Don't say that. No. There's no Santa. Yeah, now we're both living with disappointment, aren't we? When they had all those kids, those little 14-year-old kids that they would hire, to go get the carts that I put behind your SUVs, they overhire them at my store every year, and they said, oh, look busy, you gotta look busy. So they would wait for older people to start walking into the store so they could just ambush us. You're going into the store and they're, hi, how are you? Find everything? Oh my God. I'm fine, leave me alone, I've done this before. In Chinook Winds, which is on the Oregon coast, this casino, I'm down there, and this guy comes up to me, and I love men because at this age, they don't know they're old. They just think they're in there. You know, they have the confidence. It's just amazing. This guy comes over. He's got his walker. He's got both his hearing aids in. He's wearing some kind of bag. I'm not paying attention. And then he's wearing most of his lunch down the front of him. And he comes over and he puts his arm around me and he goes, I'm going to take you to dinner. I go, okay. Where should we go? Well, can you drive at night? I'm your girl. It's crazy. I'm glad I'm down here, though. I'm glad I had to do this today because I'm getting out of something. I got out of a family vacation. Yeah. I don't have kids that I know of. I should probably tell you that. The 80s are a little hazy. And, I have nieces and nephews that are my heart. I love them very much. They're very sweet people. But let me tell you something. I'm the auntie that everybody remembers did the stupid things on the vacation. You know, that ended up in the hospital or ended up at the ER. You know, this guy, or I hurt one of the kids somehow without, you know. I'm always, and when, no matter how much you get together your family, if you're that person, that's all they want to talk about. They all, remember that time? You know, yeah, I remember it. I wish you would just not. And so we went to Bend about 20 years ago, and that's where my family is this weekend. They're over in Bend, Oregon. And about 25 years ago, we went over there. The kids were little, and I wanted to be the fun aunt. So they said, we're going to go horseback riding. Okay. Okay, yay. And so I was a good aunt. Everybody got on their horses, and then they brought mine out, and I'm not lying. This should have been pulling a plow and a truck. It was the biggest horse I've ever seen in my life. The Clydesdales look small compared to this horse. And I'm standing there, this is my horse. Okay, this is my horse. And then the genius, the stirrup's up here. The stirrup is right here. And the guy goes, just put your foot up there. And you just bounce a couple times, and you throw your leg over. I get my leg up there, I wouldn't be riding a horse. I'd be a trucker's wife. So I turned to this mental genius, and I said, I'm gonna need some help. I am not lying. 6 guys. It took 6 guys. We had 3 on one side pulling and 3 more on the other side pushing and shoving, and that hasn't happened since high school. And high school, did you get it? Anyway, so I had to get on the float. Anyway, so now they got me on this thing. And when I say this is a big horse, this horse has also been eating for about 9 years without moving. It was as wide as it was tall. And I'm not. Sure, I'm not. I got a 3-inch inseam. And so I got on this damn horse, and I go, what do I do with my legs? He goes, just wrap. I can't bend my knees. I look like Barbie Mountain Kid in 1958. Unbelievable. And then one of my nieces thought it'd be funny, so she slapped the back of the horse, and we started to trot. And I went right off the back. I caught an earring in the tail, and I got dropped for like 350 feet, like my tits can rototill. Just, no, I don't want to go on the family vacation. Thank you very much. I love them, though. They keep me young. They try to keep me young. During COVID, They drove me crazy. They were afraid I was going to be lonely, you guys. I've lived alone forever. I go, don't bother me. I got shit to do. This is the same day. Did some different stuff. It's not a problem for me. And they kept calling me up going, are you lonely? No, I'm not lonely. Leave me alone, you know. All of a sudden, I started getting emails from YouTube that I'm taking a macrame class. Do you know what macrame is? You tie shit together and hang your dignity from it. I'm telling you. If you have a grandparent that's, they've given up. Do you understand? They've just given up. It's what we used to do with shag carpeting when we were stoned in the 70s. Just telling that's and that. That's good right there. I like that one. That's good. Honest to God, here's the worst one. They signed me up for Silver Singles. Do y'all know what Silver Singles is? It's a dating app for old people. Now, they did it during COVID because they knew I wouldn't ever go on a date. So I wouldn't have to see the people. So they thought, I said, first of all, I was so mad. I started getting emails from desperate old gentlemen. And I was reading them and I felt bad because I didn't know if the guy liked me or he just had a tremor and swiped right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that deserves so much more than you gave me on that one. I'm just going to tell you that one. So, yeah, now it's a pity clap. That's okay. Anyway, so now and I call my oldest niece. I have 4 nieces, and at this time she was 48. I had 2 46s and a 32. Sounds like a bra drawer, doesn't it? Anyway, so I called my oldest niece and I go, what the hell did you do? She goes, oh, are you getting emails? I go, yeah, what did you think? I said, what picture did you use? She says, Suze, honestly, don't be mad. Don't you want to get married? No, nobody gets married for the first time at 70. No. Not unless there's a verified pension and a diagnosis. You don't get married. You just don't do it. And then I said, honey, you get married when you're young, and you have your whole life ahead of you, and you have all these dreams and aspirations, and you have somebody to share all that with, and then you grow old together, and you blame them for the shit you didn't get to do, and that's growing old. That's marriage. I said, at 70, I am not bringing much to the table. Maybe the smell of CBD oil and Altoids. That's pretty much it.
I think I gravitate towards Filipinos because we're very similar. Mexicans, Filipinos are very similar. You know what I mean? Like, we have big families, y'all have big families. We live at the same house, y'all live at the same house. Very similar. One of my good friends, she's Filipino, right? And one day her grandma was driving, and she probably shouldn't have been, but she was. And you may think you know where I'm going with the joke, but you don't, so just wait for it. So her little Filipino grandma, she's driving, and all of a sudden she hit a dog. I know, it was really sad. But her response to that was, "Ay, sorry dog." "Ay, sorry dog." So at least she apologized. And now I just use that in everyday life. Like if I trip over something, I'm like, "Oh, sorry dog." I feel like all my Filipino friends are real jumpy. Like, they get scared real easily. Like my friend Penny, she's Filipino. She gets scared at everything. You don't have to do anything scary. You just walk around the corner unannounced. Ay, putas mo! You scare me, huh? Ay, hey. Filipinos go through like 10 different scared facial expressions. Yeah. One time I was at the mall at like Orange Julius or something, and there was a little Filipino lady working the register, right? And she went to hand me my receipt, but it dropped, so she goes, Just a receipt, I got it. Yeah, so we don't want no kids. And my husband and I, we're still real new, right? Like, we just got married last summer. We had just moved in together, so we're still, like, figuring each other out, right? Like, our little things we do, our little rules we have, right? Like for instance, like, my toothbrush, right? I like to be the only one that uses my toothbrush.
Let me tell y'all how this all started between me and my husband. We met at the University of Tennessee while he was stalking me. He was so tickled with me. Okay, he was getting an MBA. I was finishing up my undergraduate. He is so smart and such an overachiever that he had already gotten an undergraduate, worked for 2 years, and got an MBA. I was just finishing mine up, my undergraduate, because I'm so fun. And I thought, oh my gosh, he is so smart. He can do math. He can reconcile a checkbook. There's no telling where we're gonna go, what we're gonna see, how we're gonna live. Well, we graduated and he decided to buy a used mobile home business in Bean Station, Tennessee. And I know y'all don't know where Bean Station is, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Did any of y'all ever see Deliverance? I think they filmed that there. Beautiful, beautiful lakes and pretty and all that. But so he moved me there, and he wanted me to be in sales for him at this used mobile home business. So I did that day. Until I saw a family drive up in a Gremlin with the window out and a 9-year-old smoking a cigarette. That's the truth. She lit it off of her meemaw. And that's her grandmother. Do I need an interpreter? Okay. She lit it off her grandmama. And so I quit that day, and I went home and I got pregnant that night. All right. Thank you. I had 3 babies in 4.5 years. Yeah, it hurt. It did. I was pregnant and or breastfeeding for 6 straight years in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And let me tell y'all, when I found out about my 3rd baby, I feel terrible how I reacted, but I was so overwhelmed and so tired. But I knew that day I didn't feel right. I thought, what is wrong with me? I'm tired and I kind of feel sick. And I thought, oh my gosh, surely I'm not pregnant this quick after this, because my girls were 20 months apart. So I had to know. I was crazy. I drove to the Walmart in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, and I took my 2 babies with me in the diaper bag and all that stuff you take with you, and I went into the Walmart and bought an EPT pregnancy test. I took it in the stall, and I tinkled on it. And my 3-year-old boy looked at me and said, what, is it positive? And it was. And I drove home just as fast as I could, and I called my husband at work, and I said, you're trying to kill me, aren't you? Well, you're not going to, because I'm going to walk out in the woods and let the animals eat me. But y'all little mamas probably know what I'm talking about. It's so overwhelming. We would be in the grocery store, and my 3-year-old little boy, so yummy, so sweet, would be in Superman panties. with doo-doo balls falling out at the grocery store. I think, oh my gosh, did anybody see that? I don't have anything in my purse to pick it up with. Is some little child gonna think it's a milk dud? Just keep on moving, everybody. Just keep on moving. Oh, me. All right, now they are grown. And I cannot believe it. It just flew by. My boy is 24 years old, and he is married. He got out of college. He met his college sweetheart his freshman year. He said he would never marry young, but he did, and he brought her home. And all right, who in here has had boys and girls? Can you clap? Who do you think's easier to raise? I mean, just yell it out. Boys or girls? Boys. Every once in a while, a little frail woman will yell, girl. And she's probably being threatened. But anyway, no.
This guy, I don't know how he grew up. Like maybe they're on a budget or something. But like he come to me the other day, he's like, hey babe, can I use your toothbrush real quick? I said, what? Like, that's the option for you? Like you're thinking about it? Sick. He's like, what? It's just like kissing. We kiss at the same thing. I do not scrape off your tartar with my tongue. I mean, I know I'm pretty amazing. But I'm almost positive I cannot prevent cavities. My husband likes to leave his shoes right in the middle of a walkway. Like as soon as you open the door, boom, shoes. Now you couldn't kick them off to the side? That was hard to do. So all throughout the house, I just trip over shoes like, "Oy, sorry dog." Yeah. And we're still real new, so like I still try to look cute when I sleep. I'll probably grow out of that one real quick. But right now, I still try to look cute, right? But it's kind of hard because I sleep with Invisalign trays in my mouth. So sometimes when I wake up, my lip will get stuck to the plastic tray. I wake up looking like Fire Marshal Bill. Like full on, let me show you something. My face will be all greasy. That's not cute. So when I feel myself starting to wake up, like I'll fix my lip real quick. I put grease on my lip like it's glass. Make it work. Make it work. And we're pretty good with decision making, right? Like he'll come to me with stuff, I'll come to him with stuff, like teamwork, you know? But every now and then he'll try to go off and do his own thing. Like recently we just bought some curtains for the house. And I told him, I said, when you're at the store, take a picture of them and send it to me before you buy it, right? But he forgot that part. So I came home to these gaudy Armenian curtains hanging in my house that are like 2 feet too short. I got high water curtains. Like first thing my brother came over the house, he's like, why you got capri pant curtains? My husband and I travel a lot for work. He travels with music, I travel with jokes. And sometimes we'll go to like some small town, like nobody has ever heard of this town. Like these people haven't even heard of their own town. And when you fly to a small town, you have to fly on a small plane. And I went to a town recently where the plane I was on, I don't even think it had an engine. I'm pretty sure it was a paper plane. Like it just had 2 propellers out front. Like as you step onto the plane, you had to take turns spinning the propeller. Like it's The Price is Right. I checked my seat assignment. It said shotgun. They had 1 flight attendant. She was wearing regular clothes and a name tag. Like real suspicious. And I fly a lot, so I'm used to the way things work on an airplane, right? I'm used to the announcements they make, like, flight attendants, prepare for landing. I'm used to hearing that kind of stuff, right? But on this plane, we got a different announcement. It sounded more like, Stephanie, we're coming in. Stephanie. What's this, a family-owned plane? Stephanie, if you have any more of that potato salad you made for the church picnic last week, you bring it on up to the cockpit. Thank you.
I want to rant like gossip for a second. The whole J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Oh, you know, we've been watching this? Ah! Who loves it on the low? Who low-key is like, I'm loving it? Thank you! You saw the video today on IG? They're kissing in Miami. Oh my God. I watched it 300 times. Okay. First of all, I'm a huge J-Lo fan. I fucking love her. Bronx. I just adore her. And I like the fact that she left A-Rod. Fuck A-Rod. I mean, you're a nice guy, I'm sure. But he's gone. I'm glad he's gone. A-Rod is just corny to me. He was very close to being the first Latino My Pillow guy. I swear to God. Was he not? He's very close to selling frying pans at QVC. He's not the one, J-Lo, is all I'm saying. In that video of her and Ben kissing, people lost their mind. They're like, how? And her son was in the video. He popped in and popped out, and they were like, how can you make out with a new boyfriend, newish, in front of your boyfriend? You can make out with your boyfriend in front of your kids if he's fucking Batman. He's Batman. Yes, you can make out with your boyfriend if he's Batman. And I see your faces like, Jackie, Batman is not real. Neither are J-Lo's relationship, but we're having a good time. We're having fun. Just enjoy it. Side note, sorry. I just love J-Lo. I want to talk about it. Because I don't really date. I don't like the awkwardness and the fakeness. I'd rather just play around until I fall in love. I'm a happy single girl. I'm an oxymoron. I'm actually happy and single, not married. We'll get to that later. But I'm happy and I'm not married. A lot of girls are like, they're not happy if they're not with someone. I'm like, my girlfriends are like, you like going around? Just banging dudes you don't know? Yeah. I thought it was called being single. Why are you judging? I don't understand. I've done online dating. Who here has done online dating? Online dating is awesome. I used to do it. I met a guy online. We saw like 3 movies in a week. I said, when are you and I gonna stop watching movies and start making some? I'm kind of bored. He said, you're a nice lady and want to be a gentleman. I said, who the hell told you to do that? He said, you're the kind of girl I can marry. I said, I met you on hotchocolatelust.com. You were not my soulmate, FYI. But here's how I got through the pandemic. I accidentally got in a really serious relationship when it started. Because COVID cut down for single girls, cut down hoeing. Cut down booty calls, cut down handling your stuff discreetly. So they're like, you can't date, don't talk. I'm like, I'm not gonna be alone for a year. Somebody love me. So I found someone who I've known for a long time. But I told him so many lies to make him think that I am the quarantine wife you want. I said, look, I am a domestic goddess. I cook every meal from scratch. And I grow my own vegetables. All a lie, none of that true. Because somehow I found a unicorn black man who actually does cook and garden. So we're having dinner, he made me a veggie salad, and then he pulled out a cucumber. Not his dick, a real cucumber. I'm like, what's this? He said, you and I should garden together. I'm like, why? He goes, I'm prepared. He made these stacks of greens that had the roots, gave me 1 stack. He said, yo, bring this home and plant it. I'll plant mine at the same time, and we can watch them grow together as a couple. I'm like, oh my God, I lied to you. I'd rather catch COVID. Look at these nails. Are you crazy? I do not garden. I barely have the strength to shower every Friday. We're in a pandemic. I'm not gonna plant asparagus. You want me and you to be Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg? Guess what? You're Martha. I'm Snoop. I don't do any of that shit. I lied to you. My God, my bad. Ain't none of that true. I barely know him. And that's why it works. I met him in our 20s. But I was away, I was married, all this kind of crap. That's how it works. Because when you snoop and try to figure out a guy's background, what do you find, ladies? A family in Virginia. Exactly. So I do not research anything. If God wants to remove him, remove it. Because here's the problem we're kind of having now. He's jealous. He's a very jealous guy. I thought that would be hot. It's not. Here's the thing. During the quarantine, what did he and I do for a year? Sex, drinking, smoking. It was amazing / horrible, of course, COVID. And I said, look, when I go back to work, you should know it's usually me around nothing but dudes. And these dudes are my friends, and they're 40, 45 years old and up. Boyfriend's also 50. I said, when I go back to work, this is my environment. He's like, Jackie, I'm afraid I'm not enough for you. And when you go back to work, you will cheat on me with one of these guys. I said, you think if I get side dick, he's gonna also be a 50-year-old man? I said, if I get side dick, he's gonna be half your age, you fool. Having 2 boyfriends that are both 50, that's like having 2 part-time jobs and they're both at Subway. What the fuck? You ain't got no goals, bitch? You don't wanna dream bigger than that? I have 2 boyfriends with fucking bad back and sleep apnea and prostate problems. I want a younger, faster, bigger, stronger, harder man, okay? I'm not an idiot. She said, right? Like, hell yeah, you understand.
My husband and I just bought our first house together. Thank you. Yes, it's very exciting. And it's funny because now that we're homeowners, all of a sudden my husband thinks he can build stuff. Right? Because I'm like, babe, we need a new kitchen table. Ours doesn't fit anymore. It's going to be like $500. He's like, what? I could build that? Oh, you could build that? With what tools? Do you know where the tools are? Could you name a tool? We have different styles of decorating the house. Like, I'm more like shabby chic. He's more like Aladdin. I mean, he already got himself a camel. He thinks he's fancy putting tassels on things. Like we're part of the Ali Ababwa family. And we weren't even planning to buy a house, you guys. Like, we just woke up one day, we started talking about it. We're like, wait a minute, if we move this like this, put this right here, we could do it. Let's do it. Don't do that. Plan first, you guys. Here's some marriage advice from me, okay? 5 years in, you're gonna wanna write this down. Don't impulse buy a house. If you wanna impulse buy something, go to Target. Go to Target when all you need is toothpaste. Because you'll walk out of there with some thank you cards, a new blender, and a bathing suit from Exhilaration. Maybe some Cherokee accessories. You get up to the register, you see all the goodies they have there. You start thinking to yourself, like, you know what? I do want Love Actually on DVD. I haven't had juicy fruit gum in a really long time. And I do need a chapstick shaped like a ball that won't fit into my pocket. That is when you impulse buy. Don't impulse buy a house. We jumped into it way too fast. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't ask all the right questions. So now we're learning all the things that are wrong with our house. Like, for one, we learned that our house had no low voltage wiring. For two, we learned what low voltage wiring was. There were no wires in my walls. My walls were empty. It's like we bought a dumb hot chick.